Hey everyone, hope you all made it through those crazy winter storms we just had in January. Now, today we're going to be taking a look back in January at the housing market stats for the Waterloo region. We're going to take a look at them right now. Now, it's usually in the new year in January that we like to see sale prices start to appreciate from their usual ultimate lows in December, but this year that just wasn't the case. You can see we had a low of 670K in December, and that valuation, median valuation for all property types, continued to drop in January, went down slightly to 665,000. Now, looking at new listings, they did go up. We had a low of 374, and they went up quite a bit to 751 in January. Looks like there are a lot of sellers that are probably trying to get ahead of the game. Now, that would have added to the total inventory. We had a total inventory of 1,200 in December, and that went up just a bit to 1,265. So looking at sales, unfortunately, sales continue to drop. So we have more inventory, less sales. Buyers aren't ready to get back into the market as quickly as sellers this year. Hopefully we see that pick up though in February and in March. Total sales across all property types in January was 271. Days on market, they went down just ever slightly, 33 and down to 31. So about a month to sell a property. Now let's look at the individual property types. Single family homes, detached homes, these are the property types that are in most demand. So the median sale price, a bit lower from December. We were at 766.5 in December. That went down to 760,000. New listings did go up, 370 new listings of detached homes. Total inventory, pretty much the same. And sales dropped. And a lot of this might have had to do with the weather. It's been a brutal winter season. We've had incredible cold, a lot of snow. It's just hard to shop for properties, show properties. I think a lot of people just wanted to stay inside, most likely. Moving to townhomes, they went up a bit. They rebounded. A low of 550,000 in December. They went up to 560. Those listings went up quite a bit. 182 new listings in January of townhomes. Total inventory raised. And sales went up a bit. 57, up from 53. Let's check out condos. As we all know, condos have had a rough year, and it looks like they did rebound. So median sale price for condos in December, they were as low as 350,000. That was quite low, and they rebounded to 390. New listings, they went up to 169 new listings in January. So total inventory went up, but sales, like everything else, sales dropped. Only 27 condo sales. 27 condo sales in January with 342 available on the market. And semi-detached. Those valuations dropped to 577,000. Lowest it's been in over a year for semi-detached homes. New listings did go up a bit, only 30. Again, semi-detached, not a lot of properties in the region qualify as semi-detached for whatever reason. So there were only 30. I think a lot of semi-detached are condos, and they're included in the condos. That's probably why. Homes for sale, total inventory, just 35. Just 35 semi-detached properties, and sales went down. Only 19 sales. So what we're looking at, I think, January, it was just a brutal month. So buyers weren't willing to come out. Sellers were ready to list. I think there's going to be a lot of listings. I don't think the buyer demand is going to hit all those listings. So it's going to be important for sellers to remain competitive. Listen to your agent. I think it's going to be more important than ever to have great photos, staging. You want to have the best looking property on the market, at least compared to your competition, and price attractively. If you price too high, it's just going to sit. It's a buyer's market right now. So it's important to get ahead of that. When you list, you want to list as strongly and at a good advantage at the very beginning, because you will lose that momentum, and then you end up just playing catch up. And we'll see how things go. Honestly, even with interest rates, I have brokers saying that interest rates are probably going to stay the same. Obviously, the Bank of Canada won't want to lower interest rates too much and cause another frenzy, because affordability and the housing market, it's still an issue. So they're probably going to play it safe this year. We'll see what happens, though. You never know what's around the corner. But until next time, we will talk about February. So I will see you soon. And if you have any questions, let me know. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you have any questions about your own situation, you're thinking about listing or purchasing a new home in the region, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. You can find my contact details in the description below. If you want to send me an email, a text, you can call or set up a Zoom call, whatever you want to do, whatever works best for you. Just let me know, and I'd be happy to answer all of your questions. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.